My name is Dockery, and I have a first grader at Lake Minnetonka Elementary. We also have 2 more students, hopefully, that will be able to attend Lake Minnetonka Elementary as well. And we too chose to live where we live because of a variety of reasons, but Lake Minnetonka Elementary being one of them. I did cross a lot of my speech off so as not to be terribly repetitive tonight. And I understand the weight of this decision before you is huge, and I do not envy the position that you are in. Rising costs and long-term sustainability are real challenges, and my purpose tonight is not to deny those realities. They're real, but to ask you to pause before choosing a solution that causes irreversible harm to students, families, and this community. Does closing Lake Minnetonka Elementary cause more loss than it does savings? And are there other ways to balance the budget? I believe the answer is yes, or I wouldn't be standing here today. Yes, it is more expensive to operate an elementary school than it is to not operate an elementary school. But I ask you this, is educating our children as inexpensively as possible the goal? Of course not. The goal is to provide the best school district and the best education that we can. Budget matters, of course, but there's more than one way to balance a budget, and I think you heard a lot of those tonight. But my first question is this. How many services or programs does this district operate that carry significant annual costs that impact far fewer students for far less time and impact far less deeply than that of an elementary school? Based on the district's financial audit, there are numerous programs, both existing and new, and functions that require substantial ongoing funding. They are programs that serve a limited number of students. They operate only a few hours a week or a few weeks out of the year. They're seasonal, supplemental, or indirect, and their impact is certainly not that of an elementary school. None of these programs help shape a child's daily experience. None of them provide the stability, belonging, and continuity that 5 days a week for 9 months out of the year do. None of them serve as the heart of the community, a way that an elementary school does. Again, you've heard an awful lot about the budget tonight. I'm not going to repeat, but this is not a budget decision. This is not a neutral trade-off. This is a value decision. This is a decision as to priorities. Scottsbluff Public Schools has a rare opportunity to offer families the best of both worlds, and Lake Minnetonka Elementary is central to that opportunity. Families shouldn't have to choose between access to robust programming and a school environment that feels personal, safe, and deeply connected. By keeping Lake Minnetonka Elementary open, this district can continue to offer the big school education in town with broad programming and opportunities. They can also offer the small school atmosphere in the country at Lake Minnetonka, where relationships are personal, families are engaged, and the children thrive. This is not duplication, it's a choice. Choice is one of the strongest tools public schools have to retain families, strengthen education, and support enrollment. Once a school like Lake Minnetonka is closed, that option is gone, permanently. This is not a budget decision, it is a decision about what kind of district Scottsbluff wants to be. I respectfully urge you to consider whether the potential cost savings justify the loss of a stable, proven learning environment for children, a trusted community institution, and a public commitment to choice and accessibility. There are many ways to balance a budget, but there are no ways to rebuild something like Lake Minnetonka once it is lost. Thank you.